A legendary musical legacy is coming to NWA. Tito Puente Jr. and his 10-piece Latin jazz ensemble will take over the Victory Theater in Rogers this Friday, kicking off a packed month of live jazz events across the region. Joining us with a preview is the one and only Robert Ginsburg. Thanks for joining us, Robert. Great to see you.
It's always a pleasure to join you here.
So why is August such a big month for jazz in Northwest Arkansas?
Well, the summer's been busy. The Northwest Arkansas Jazz Society curated a series for Fayetteville at the Upper Ramble, a jazz series. In Rogers, we're curating a series for the Victory Theater, and in Bentonville, we're also curating a series. So jazz is alive and well, and I think a lot of it has to do with the infrastructure now. The Upper Ramble's open. Victory Theater is reopened.
Yeah.
And Bentonville has just built the new David Peel Park. So there's a lot of great places for people to enjoy music and be outdoors.
Yeah, certainly.
So what can we expect from Tito's 10-piece band?
Tito Puente Jr. is surprisingly the son of Tito Puente Sr., who was a legend. He almost single-handedly brought Latin jazz to the forefront of American music in the 40s. He had a big orchestra. His big hit was Oye Como Va, that was covered by Santana.
You know it?
Yeah.
Oye Como Va.
You got it, man.
You know that
Look
one?
at you.
What are you doing Friday? We can use you on stage.
go.
Use your vocals.
Get it
There you
right
go.
here.
So his son, Tito Puente Jr., has carried on this legacy. And of course, Latin music is about dance and rhythm. And he is really celebrating the music of his father while still maintaining his own identity. But the band is incredible. There's a 4-piece horn section, lots of percussion, congas, bongos, and Tito Puente himself and his son really brought the timbales, the metal frame drums, to the forefront. Where typically there's a cowbell and a shaker, and so it will be. It should be an amazing concert and covering all the classic tunes and also celebrating Latin legends like Celia Cruz and, of course, Tito Puente Sr.
You recently spoke with Tito. What stood out to you from that conversation?
He is like Mr. Energy. The guy is so full of enthusiasm, and he told me his wife says he does not have an off switch. He's just going all the time. So he's still touring the world, and he's passionate about this music. Not only does he want to bring the music to the generation that grew up listening to Tito Puente, he's very much interested in educating young people because, honestly, this is what brought Latin samba, mambo, salsa to the forefront, cha-cha-cha, all this music, which was the music in the 40s.
You were saying that Bad Bunny owes a lot to people like Tito Puente Sr. and Jr.
Absolutely. Celine, as I say, he really opened the doors for this music. So it'll be exciting. People that are, and his family was from Puerto Rico, but Tito Sr. was born and raised in Spanish Harlem. So it's really a part of our country's fabric as well. People don't realize how this community, although in some ways marginalized, has had such an impact on art and culture in America.
Yeah, what other August concerts should we have on our calendars?
Well, there's some other great concerts coming up. A tribute to the music of Chick Corea, which will be up at David Peel Park on August 13th, followed by another park, that's in Bentonville. Another concert up on the square in Bentonville will feature a quartet from the Northwest Arkansas Jazz All-Star Youth Ensemble. The Jazz Society has been sponsoring for 10 years now a jazz youth program to supplement what they do in the high schools, because a lot of times most of the attention is on marching band and concert band. And some of the high schools have got great jazz bands now. This is an opportunity for kids from 14 different schools to come together. So there'll be a quartet playing on the square, and there's more. I'm trying to think.
Well, we can go to your website, I'm sure, right? digjazz.com is the place to go for you to find out all the information about what the Jazz Society is doing here.
Absolutely, and of course, Walton Arts Center will be firing up in September with the jazz concert series. And speaking of Latin jazz, later in the year, they'll be bringing the Buena Vista Social Club.
That's right. It's going to be
awesome.
phenomenal. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, guys.
And we always appreciate you and the great work you do for the Jazz Society here in Northwest Arkansas.